okay, 3, 2, 1, like you live, and they were actually like a second delayed.
Yeah.
So she's sitting there, and they like the ads coming off, and as the ad comes off, she's looking at the camera like. She just goes, "Oh, good night. Tonight on BBC News, we are going to be." You must go search it. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah, it's
Chad,
funny.
Mo, sorry man. I don't know what channel. Just on the headphones, just a lot softer. No, these oaks are
for
loud.
me as well, a bit softer.
Oh,
Hello. It's still loud. 1 2 1 2. No, I don't
Yo,
think.
that is
testing
very
1
loud.
2
Yo.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Turn it down a bit, Mo.
I'm good now. I'm
1
good.
2 1. There. That's mine. Give me a little bit more. All right, that's fine.
Testing 1 2 1 2. I think mine's fine now.
Yeah, that sounds. Mo, give me a little bit more quickly.
Yeah.
Testing. There we go. That's perfect.
Are we live?
Apparently we live.
so we're testing live. But I'm just gonna open the chat here on my side as well.
Yeah, I also want to see what the chat's saying.
I like this view. I'm sitting here and I can just see these alerts going off on the chat.
Listening about why. All right, so you have to like sit on the edge, like this.
Oh, yeah, with these couches, yeah.
Oh shit, hectic.
Yeah, you gotta like get close to the mic there.
Chad, mic check. Just let us know how the audio is. Mo, I'm still a little bit loud. Mo,
Oh, thank you, Vince. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm still a little bit
I was trying to
loud.
be humble, Caitlin.
Chad, now you can see my dad bod. Like I need to put in my stomach now. Stomach in, chest out. That's gonna be the challenge here. All right, are we live? Can you see us on there?
Yeah,
Are we live?
Yeah, we
The
are
chat
live
is
now.
waiting for us.
Hey.
All right.
Episode 3.
Is everyone here? Chad, good afternoon. What time is it? It is. Again, we actually started early with the setup and things just ran away from us, but we are live. We've got Justin Vessels here.
Oh, Jabba
He actually paid a lot of money to come on here, so we can pay rent for the next month. And actually, that's why we can do the giveaway. This man paid a lot of money to be on here. But Justin, we appreciate having you on here, my brother.
Thank you so much. I feel privileged to be here.
the first official guest on G's and Co.
Oh, damn.
Looking forward to hearing your journey.
Honored. Yeah, I mean, we can get
Mo,
into
that
it.
transition, just make it a lot quicker to fade out. All right. Chad, I think we're going to kick it off. Before we get into the story, I think just a little bit of a weekly wrap on how the trading was. I think I want to start with myself. I think I took one trade. Was it one trade? One or two trades?
I think you took 2. One was like a
Minus
little
2,
drawdown.
minus 2.7,
And the
and
other one
a
was
break
break
even.
even,
Yeah. It's obviously NFP week for the guys that were on stream this morning. Go check UJ. I actually drew it out. Let me know in the chat. Jeff, just check in the chat. We gave it to you guys. Go to the end of the stream. Before the stream ended, I drew it out. I said wait for breakouts above the daily pivot. That thing's running 20. Is that 25 pips easily?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
So another banger shared for you guys. As long as somebody ate, I wasn't able to take it. I had to set it up, or not. I had to help with the setup here, but another W analysis. In terms of what we're looking for NFP, we already spoke about it. So I think I'm gonna, while we on this camera angle, or maybe let's go over to my other G. Keegan, how was your week trading?
It was actually good. Very, very good week. Passing phase 1 on a massive account.
Nice.
So that one was nice. But also being very slow. I think I literally had those 2 trades. I had the trade that passed the account. I had a nice trade that ran on my private account. And then after that, I think basically I had also like 2 or 3 pips in 2 trades of drawdown I've had. So it's been a very slow week, but manageable week. But again, when you look at stats, it's been a profitable week. So can't actually complain. It's just not enjoyable in the type of trades it's been, but it's been good.
Jeff, how was your trading week, my brother?
A very slow week. As we all know, NFP is coming up, so the markets are very choppy. I actually haven't taken a lot of trades this week. I think on the stream yesterday, I called the trade, but I didn't take it. I only took one trade this morning on Euro USD. One trade for the week. So...
What did you take, long or short?
You went long.
I went long on...
It was a banger trade.
Was that a banger?
I still went through to go get food, and he's sitting there with his client, and this thing's like already just taken off like a rocket ship.
Really?
That literally the trade where Nilla was trying to sell, and remember we started playing mute to bring it down, and this thing just kept going up. That was his profits. This thing was just going up.
Yeah, and then there was also GBP USD as well, also played out, but we didn't take that.
Jeff. Yeah, guys, Jeff was sick this week for 1 or 2 days. 2 days?
Well, I was actually sick on Saturday.
3 days.
3 days.
Oh, yeah,
2 days. He came in the third day, but then we sent him home.
Okay.
I actually got sick Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah. And then I thought I'm be ready Monday, and Monday is like, I felt so bad.
Christian little plug there.
Yeah, Keenan. I don't know if Keenan is on these mugs. This has become a staple here in the office, so kudos to Keenan. Justin, how was your week? Did you trade? I don't think you traded much this week.
No. So just a little small backstory. I don't normally want to trade in December because I've checked that those are one of my worst months. So I just tend to leave it and then focus back in Jan. December and September, 2 of my worst months. So.
But I think it's good that you have the stat, like you've actually gone back and looked at
Yeah.
it. But the thing is, a lot of guys have. I mean, we've said it in the market. December, I personally know a lot of traders don't trade December. They don't even trade January. And personally myself, that's why like I even said I'm in the office. We do it the stream, so I'll trade until the 15th till I leave. And literally after that, I'm off the charts as well.
Chad, let's talk about NFP, big one. We haven't heard Jeff today, like me and you on stream. Jeff, what is your outlook for NFP today, my brother?
So seeing that we're trading above the 2023 open, I am bullish on the dollar. But seeing that we're still all the way up there at the daily highs, I'm not sure where we're trading at right now. But if we have moved down, we could see a bullish dollar. But if we're holding at the highs, Asia lows untested, so we could see a bearish dollar for time being today. But other than that, I want to see what price does at the weekly open, December open, and the yearly open. If it's like I said yesterday on the stream as well, it could become a magnet for price. Price went there, it rejected, and on the 4 hour we actually yelled those lows, so we could see the dollar continue going up. But we'll have to wait and see what pattern presents itself exactly like before NFP is released.
You don't trade news, eh?
It depends.
Like you don't place positions before you go into the news event.
It depends. It depends. If the market looks very choppy and I feel uncertain, I would stay out. But sometimes, like the pattern is so clear, I would place a sell or buy limit, and then I would just be tapped
Sell or
in.
buy limit.
Yeah, and I'll be tapped in. I know exactly where the market would retrace, because usually also on some news events you would see you have like a fake spike and then that direction. So I've seen on Euro USD, especially on dollar, that happens a lot.
But you're using the pivots now as well. You are believing now after I've showed you on 1 or 2 news events.
Yeah, Justin said, why fight the pivots?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No. Weirdly enough, I think the one day he was in a position, I still remember it very clearly. UJ spiked down. He caught like almost like the bottom of the tip. It retraced like 40 points, like 40 pips up. I told him I'm going to sell for that wick fill.
Yeah.
And he was 40, 50 pips in profit. I'm like, lock it in. I'm going to sell now. And he's like, no. This thing, order block, this, that. I sold. He literally had a banger. You could have had like a 5 second. It was like a 5 second trade. It went for the wick fill afterwards. It's like, nah, these pivots. nah, the pivots. But I don't think you'll ever let that trade slide again. Was it 40 or 50 pips? It was like in 3 seconds. Like you got tapped in, boom, ran up 50 pips, and then break even.
Yeah, I think it was like it was more than 30 pips. It was more than 30 pips.
It was much more than. I still remember. I told you lock it in. That's the best 5 second trade.
So I went back and did my back testing, and I've noticed that institutional level pivot, supply, demand, high and low of today, perfect zones to trade from.
Keeks, you haven't. I wasn't in your analysis this morning.
So again, I'm not really giving away too much of my answers anymore. The guys are always like on it, and they want this and they want that. So I've had my fun. I've proved myself. So I've given what I'm doing lately with the guys is to actually get them to be on the market. Drop little nuggets throughout the week. Let them put the pieces together. Let them build their own puzzle and realize what it is actually to understand this stuff. So out of respect for that, it's not to be that, oh, I'm not going to give my signal. It's a buy or sell. But I think it's making it fun about developing guys. So they have the outlook. I have 2 people I have told on Monday already what my signal was. So they are there to stand up and say, okay, Keegan did actually call this on Monday already. But I'm going to leave it to see for the rest of the guys if they picked up the nuggets correctly throughout the week.
Justin?
Well, we had our conversation earlier, so I mean, I'm going to give the same outlook basically if I had to say anything. So I'm going to lock it. Hey?
Bullish, bearish?
Can I say?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not going to spoil the tea, eh?
No, this is your guys' opinion.
Yeah.
This is just my
No,
my
but
argument with the guys.
you guys have influenced my opinion. So
give it to us.
No, you can say.
Ah. Okay.
I don't even remember if it's the same as what I said.
Really?
So I honestly don't know.
Okay, so you're going to give me some sort of hand signal if I'm wrong or right. So, looking bullish for the indices and gold.
So bearish dollar.
Yeah, bearish dollar.
Interesting.
All right.
Very interesting.
I second that. So if we way above the, I would say the London highs, we could sell. But if we below Asian lows, strong dollar.
I'm actually just going to say there was literally even the whole week, I think it stood out more. If you just listened to yesterday's stream, guys, you have, I'd say about less than an hour. You can go rewatch that quickly. If you pick it up, there's something Kusumi said specifically about dollar, which I think would give you the answer. Literally just yesterday.
Is there something I don't know?
I think we also talked about it a little bit in today's stream.
There's something that happened with dollar which would give you the answer already if things play out to T.
Yeah, I gave my 3. Sorry, Chad, I haven't been in this seat before. The seat is a little bit wonky. I don't actually know what's happening here. I don't know. All right, am I here?
Yeah.
What is happening here? Sorry, Chad.
Looks like you're playing Lego or something.
All right, so I obviously gave my 3 scenarios that I'm looking at potentially. I do feel that a mixed data release, we're going to follow suit for what's been happening for the last couple of weeks. So definitely a mixed bag is going to just follow suit because there's nothing new, there's nothing unexpected. So what would then strengthen the dollar? Like that's my thing. Like the status quo the last couple of weeks was bearish dollar. Like we needed some type of pullback. Mixed news, bearish dollar. Very, very positive. And when I talk about very positive, is like a massive, massive upside surprise to NFP. We're going to see the dollar rally. Fed futures are going to need to reprice rate hikes. And then obviously, I think we went through this morning, I think 4 rate cuts expected for next year. So if a very strong NFP is showing unemployment drops by 0.3%, even 0.4%, and average hourly earnings jumps, say, by 0.2% or 0.3%, you're going to see a massive repricing of the dollar going into the end of the year. I think that's going to catch a lot of people by surprise. Also, we didn't talk about Michigan Consumer Index. That's also another big one, Chad. So
it is big. But my thing is, this is again, this isn't about NFP now, guys. So don't look too much into this. This is just thinking overall dollar. Basically, what's happened that Powell started the whole rate hikes. That all started from the fall of the Silicon Bank. Okay, dollar was collapsing. They were in emergency. They needed to save that currency. They got themselves in a sticky situation, and they had to start these intense rate hikes, which they've had throughout the year almost now. But that is now coming to an end. We are seeing the results and with the possible cuts and everything coming in now.
But also inflation.
So if things start playing out, that was purely because of a reaction off of something. It was a fight or flight. Now that you've got the results you need, as you always say, markets can price back in to where they need to be and have stabilized. So I'm just saying, put that out there as something to think about for the dollar moving forward. Especially, like we say, with a yearly wrap and your year approach for next year.
What are you guys thinking about trading for the rest of the year?
Nah, I'm done. Like I said,
Really?
when I leave here, so next week Wednesday will be my last day. Thursday, well, are we streaming that Thursday morning? No, because we at 12.
No, we are streaming in the morning.
We are okay. So Thursday will be my last session. Literally, when I walk out the office, then I'm done. What I'll do is
close the charts for the year.
Yeah, just
Close
get
it.
away from chart time. Do some like research development on myself. Find out those skills I need to just test and actually grow myself as a trader off of the charts.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Do that development.
Myself personally, I said it just in the stream. A lot of the things are not taken care of, so I don't per se need to make more money. But if there's anything that presents itself, I will take it. Forex wise, from the 15th, I'm gonna not look at any currencies and stuff like that. But I've been dabbling into synthetics again. Doubled a small account this week, and
I
I'm
was
currently.
about to ask. So if it says not forex, what does that mean about synthetics?
So yeah, I've been trading. So I kind of lost my mojo there. So I doubled a small account this week. That made me feel good. But now currently I'm hovering like at break even the whole time. So like there's like certain things I need to catch up on. And like Keegan also said, now end of the year, moving into the new year,
Rest.
set new goals.
Rest.
Yeah.
No, honestly.
Good advice.
Nah, rest will come definitely once we start chilling with the family. But I feel like if I haven't planned, it's gonna bother me.
I think honestly, before we get into how Chris's trading December is gonna go, I think we need to make a pact here that like every 2 days we need to just check in with Jevon. I think it's gonna be quite rough going from like 6 trades a day to nothing,
Yeah, to
like
nothing.
0.
That's
I'm actually worried about all of you guys. I'm talking to Kaden here. He's also like, he's not gonna stop.
That man's a machine gunner. I mean, come on.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, no. So I'm still gonna look at the charts. Yes, that's the thing. I'm still gonna go and look at the charts in the morning. Still gonna see what is happening. Mo, we still on Keegan and them, but gotta be quick on that. So I'll still monitor. I'll still browse. There's obviously your A+ setup. You can see immediately. For instance, if I'm wanting to buy, and the morning 7 o'clock, I open up my chart and I see we're trading below Asia lows. Then and the AD is already a little bit bullish. Then I know I'm locked in for that session. If I'm looking for sells, we're trading above Asia highs. AD is starting to diverge bearish. Then I know that's a A+ setup. Otherwise than that, I'm gonna still stream till end of after next week. So it's still 2 weeks.
And
I
I'll be here
might-
with you as well.
Are you also gonna be here?
I'm gonna come to the office till we leave to Cape Town,
Okay. When are you leaving for Cape Town?
21st.
21st. All right. I'm gonna stream till the 22nd. I'm also leaving 23rd. But yeah, like we said, take it easy. December, everything becomes a little bit less probable.
Yeah.
Volume has already started dying down. I
Yeah.
think we're gonna have maybe one more week. I think after next week, the markets are gonna be flat.
Again, if you even look at fundamental side, this week has been quiet, but with news. And next week, you've kind of got the last bit of big news.
I
After
think
that
it's the
is-
last FOMC Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
FOMC, last CPR, last NFP today,
Yes.
So literally after next week, I'm not going to say there's nothing, but there's basically nothing
Yeah.
to even watch out for on fundamentals.
I've traded one December not traded, just checking the charts where Euro USD was in a 10 pip range the entire day. Literally
Damn.
from open to close, 10 pips. That's the max.
Now you see, like, that's the thing. I'll go crazy. Like, I'll go sane if I have to literally sit there for 4 hours a day and look
For
at a
5
temper
pips.
range. Like,
Yeah.
yo.
Exactly.
Chad, we are going to do that giveaway very shortly, so please stay till the end. $10,000 VF account. Neo was the winner this morning, and we're going to do another giveaway 4 o'clock when Keegan streams.
Yeah.
Catch that tail end of the volume of the NFP. In terms of what's been happening in the Forex space, I feel not much has happened. Any news that you guys have seen as of late? I know Kimmel Trading has been attacking Mamba FX.
Wow, the two of them are going to
Yeah, weird thing. I watched the Kimmel Trading video, and he actually made money with Mamba FX's signals, but Mamba edited the signals. I don't know 100% what happened there, and also he would give a signal without a stop loss, so you don't really have a RR, and then later on he puts in the stop loss.
Oh, I see.
And then last night I saw Mamba's reply back to Kimmel. It seems like Mamba's going through some personal stuff. He's getting divorced, or he's split up with his wife, and it seems like he's not in a good space. So I honestly don't know what Kimmel tried to prove there, because technically Mamba did like a 6R week using his, so he made money.
Hectic.
Yeah, so what was your point now?
Yeah, so I was like, Kimmel, what are you on about? Like, he edited the signal, but I thought like, all right, this guy just sent like bad trades. So that's the one thing I picked up. Also, Words of Wisdom is starting to lash out a bit on, I don't know if you've seen these lifestyle sellers, guys going on the back end of their own brokers, doing these reels. So I don't know, obviously the podcast space is drying up a little bit in terms of getting guests on. So it seems like he wants to now start digging into some of that. So that's interesting to see. What else was there? Jason Noah and them giving away GTI. I don't know how legit that is.
So my thing is, okay, I'm going to say this to guys. I'm not going to say my exact thoughts on what I'm thinking and like the whole idea about it business-wise. But think of it this way. If they are going to give away a GTR, it's the house always wins. So what is the catch? You're going to trade with them, and whoever makes the most amount of money on one day, and you all starting with the same amount, so you all starting with 500 Rand, and you just 1,000, and whoever makes the most wins. So technically, they all take in the exact same signal, and whoever can make the most amount of money is going to get the car. But how does that mean the house wins? So what is happening on the back end that they were able to give that car away?
But is that also trading under his IB? Probably.
All I'm saying is, I think Rydell is going to have a field day.
my thing is, like, again, like not just being simple about this. Like, again, trading is 50-50. Okay? Like, the minute you decide I'm placing a buy sell, you already have a 50% chance you actually got this correct. But what if you have a very accurate prediction for a news event like NFP or CPR? I know you guys are doing something like this, and I purposely give you the wrong signal.
Yeah.
Who says I can't do that?
But here's my thing. They're giving fuel for Rydell. Rydell is gonna. I hope they give that.
That's a very valid point you make there.
But my thing is also adding to that, because I think it's the first time they're ever doing it, is Rocket X. The Rocket Boy is doing a live seminar trading NFP with the guys.
Oh, damn.
How is that going to go? A room of 200-300 people and they all sitting in $1 million drawdown. How is that going to go?
Before they're gonna
look. Like we've called them out and stuff. I'm gonna say big respect for doing that in front of a live room. Here's the thing. You can either get it right, and it is gonna be
There's gonna be a party in there.
Yeah.
they're gonna blow that place up, and you're gonna see it immediately,
our Instagram is going to be flooded with that for the
Yes,
next week.
exactly,
If they get
yeah.
this right.
And that's great. I'm honestly hoping they get it right.
Yeah.
That's the thing about in Afrikaans we say 'n blinde hoender pik ook nou en dan 'n mielie raak. But then the other case is they get blowed up badly, and
Then they
to
need
sit-
security guards.
that there is actually security.
Oh damn.
No, they literally so. But let's see. That is going to be a very, very interesting one. Especially the way that they trade NFP. They don't wait for the first 5 minutes.
No, they
No.
in before. They in like 3 minutes before, 4 minutes
yeah.
before.
And it's a buy. It's a buy. And if that thing sells, my bro.
Yeah.
And again, my thing is like that's the problem. I think always these guys understand is that whether their accounts are real or not.
Mhm.
If that's 100,000 rand account, for example, you can sit 50,000 rand down that wick in the beginning
Yeah.
before it flips.
Yeah.
Someone that's risking 500, 1,000 rand,
Can't
they
do
can't sit through that wick.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're gonna sit there afterwards being like, close your profits, and they like, my bro, my account's blown. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Um,
that sucks when you want to trade and use Inter before you blow your account before the event's even released.
Yo.
I honestly
Full
hope
margin.
for their sake they get it right. To be honest, I hope it's not like that CPI one where we heard Darren in the back and like, ooh,
Like, that was
Like
actually when they
it's-
were in PE. They
yeah,
did that
it's
one.
like, all right, it's a buy, and the thing comes out and you hear Darren in the back and like, ooh, ooh. Somebody like hitting you in the stomach, like, all right, we're holding, and I was like, yes. Any other news that you guys saw this week in the Forex space?
Oh, interesting. I don't think it was this week. It was two weeks ago. I think you still showed me.
Yeah.
We had our boy Mad Charts.
Yeah.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
he rented the Ferrari and the
And the
Lambo
Lambo
together for the photo
All
shoot
right,
to prove the haters wrong.
yeah. Yeah, match shots. We're not even gonna talk about it again. But the Lambo and the Ferrari is not his. Like it's not even a doubt anymore. Like
There's
even
literally the receipts of the
if
rental.
there's literally receipts. We can give you if you guys want to rent the Ferrari and the Lambo, we'll give you the number
Is it
of the
cheap?
rental company.
I
It's
think
actually quite expensive. I think it's like 8,000 rand for a photo shoot, and to have it for 3 hours, I think it's like 40 G's for the
Damn.
But
Ferrari.
to think about it, for that Ferrari, that's just shy of a 20 million rand car.
Exactly. Yeah.
So to cover probably insurance purposes, things
Mhm.
like that, that's what you're paying for technically.
If
Or
you think-
something goes wrong
If
with
you
that
think
car.
about it, in Dubai, I think you pay also around about $2,000 per day for like a Lambo,
Yeah.
for a Gallardo. I think for like say a lower spec Portofino or something like that, you pay like $1,000. So it's still money that you pay. So that's more or less the rate. But it's so weird, guys. Trying to fake stuff in the industry to market. I understand the marketing game, and sometimes you have to play it. But
And what do we think about faking withdrawals?
There's a quote on that. Some people pretend so much to be someone they're not that they forget who they truly are. And that's when they
Oh,
get lost in the
100%.
space.
yeah.
sorry, say again. That was quite deep.
So people pretend so much to be someone that they're not that they forget who they truly are, and that's how they get lost in the space, and that's how things start coming out. And
Faking withdrawals. Yasti, dude. That.
Before we go there, is it okay if we check some comments out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna
Chat.
check
Let's
some
comments?
let's check some.
So I'm gonna go.
Give us- give-
Moski can read us the comments.
Yeah. Give us some
You
questions.
can read us the comments there.
Okay, so first one, I'm already here. I ran off the plane. Okay, I wish I had. It's too late to add my mic at this point. Let's see. Someone said, I remember I saw a question about how do you guys trade. Let's see.
How do
Sorry,
you
man.
trade?
Sorry. See Shaquille Samai. Also, big shout out to Shaquille, brother. We still need to chat, my bro.
I was just say, why does
Um,
the name sound familiar now?
Curly said, I'm so sad I was invited and I'm not able to
Yeah.
right
No. So Shaquille Samai, big respect to Shaquille, guys. I did a podcast with Shaquille. I think it was 2 years ago. Shaquille has also got a very, very cool story. Started from nothing, literally got donated a laptop, like an old laptop. The guy put in work, he's reading, he's educating himself. He's also doing all of his stuff. Most of his stuff is for free. He obviously does courses as well, but the man is honestly as transparent as they get. Something on a more negative topic, he took some shots on a PAM, and I still chatted to him and I reached out to him. The man was broken, like you can see. He was emotional, and I told him, bro, you're still young. People investing into a PAM, FX space is a high risk. You can't get attached to it. People know that if you're coming into the space, it's high risk. Like nothing is guaranteed in life. Not even nothing is guaranteed. He's putting out a lot of value. I think me and Mo chatted about it, and I said, look at this guy's social media. He's putting out work. So big shout out to Shaquille Samai, somebody I respect in the industry as well. I think the respect is mutual, and maybe we get Shaquille Samai. See, he's balling. Shaquille, let me know. Come down to P, my brother. Would love to have you on the podcast as well. Maybe yourself and Curly do one flight, come down. And also, I spoke to Rydell. Rydell's coming in next year. I just told him like the end of the year is so crunched.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a nice way to start the year.
Yes.
Our first guest of next year.
So we're gonna get Rydell on. We're gonna get Rydell on as well. I think that's gonna be another a gatekeeper of the industry.
Yeah.
Like we talked about somebody that gatekeeps, especially for the community. If Rydell wasn't there, people would still be scamming. Nobody would know.
100%, yeah.
I think he's saved people a lot of money, a lot of headache, and he's also that thorn in the flesh for scammers. But coming to faking withdrawals, I don't know. I got shocked this week, honestly. We talked about it on stream. I don't want to talk too much about it. I honestly didn't expect it. When somebody sent me the message, I said, no, look, it can't be. This is somebody I honestly respect in the industry. And I thought, let me just be very objective about it. And I said, okay, from an objective standpoint, let's look at the payout certificate. And I type in, the first thing I type in is MENT, payout certificate. I get the certificate and I put it next to the one I saw. And I'm like, and I call Keegan. I'm like, Keegan, bro, like, what's the first thing you pick up putting these two certificates next to one another? And Keegan looked at it and I showed him, is it 5 numbers, 5 or 6 numbers, up to the decimal?
Yeah.
Exactly the same. And I'm like, yo, bro, like just like we are like statistically orientated and numbers wise, like what is the
chances of this?
What is the chances of after your payout split has been with your deductions, with commissions, that it's literally just the first digit that's different than the others? The rest is exactly the same as the, let's call it the example certificate.
Yes.
And then looked a little bit further, checked the font, and I called Mo in. Mo is a graphic designer, videographer, all of that, and Mo is also on Photoshop. And I said, Mo, bro, there's something look odd here. And he's like, bro, the date, the font doesn't look the same. And I'm like, no, man, can't be. And then I clicked the 1 at the start and the 6. So you can literally just copy that 6, bring it across, and take the 1 out. And then all of a sudden, everything looks the same.
Exactly, yeah.
And I was like, and I asked the question. I asked the question last night. I asked the question today again. Couldn't get a straight answer.
Yeah,
That is,
I'm beating around the bush the whole time.
I just asked the gentleman a simple question. I'm like, just be straight with me. Is it fake? Is it real? If it's fake, we forget about it. If it's real, I need to apologize. I need to put my foot in my mouth. I need to publicly apologize. I messed up. It is real. Great. That is phenomenal. If it's fake, we sometimes mess up. And that's also fine. Like, we're not God here. We're not here to judge people or whatever. Like, if we call you out on something and you say, bro, I messed up, whatever, I can respect that.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, Sakil Samai, he had a bad time in the market. He came out, he said, dude, I face up to it. I had a bad one, whatever. I respect that. That's a man standing up and saying, and the same with me. If I'm wrong, I will stand up as a man and say, dude, I'm wrong. I've been wrong a lot of times in my life. I'm not perfect. I swear. Somebody was saying, oh, Chris, you're a Christian, but you use the word fuck. if me saying the word fuck, what's the name, offends you, great. It should offend you. But I'm not perfect. And I don't even try to show you, like, even in trading, we've talked about it. I don't think I'm perfect. Keegan doesn't think he's perfect. One of the reasons why in December we do a lot of self-development, even with our trading, going back, journaling, seeing how we can improve. But yeah, I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, I think something that I'd actually, while we're sitting here, just like came to me is that this person, and I think it makes sense kind of where this came about actually, is me as a trader, this person was claiming this massive trade, the best trade they've ever taken in their life, that they've planned for months, this 103R trade. And my thing is, this 103R trade, the whole time was just mentioned that I took this trade and it was just shown on TradingView. Now my thing is, anytime, I can go draw that exact same trade on my TradingView right now and say I took that trade. But I think as traders, the big question started coming. So how much did you make on a trade like that?
Yeah, because that's insane RR.
That's an insane
that's
RR.
ridiculous.
And now as I sit here, I think you kind of get pressured into having to do something like that because you've claimed this insane trade. I mean, I can't even, right now off the top of my head, I can't think of any trader in the world, let alone even a trader in South Africa, that's in one trade hits 103R on a trade. So again, what would you win on a trade like that? Already knowing you've got a big account.
Yeah.
So what would a win on that be? And you start pressuring yourself to be like, oh, like, look at this crazy amount because now this matches what the trade is that I said I took.
also, if you think about it, Mint doesn't have a leaderboard. If you think about it, so if you made $60,000 or just over $60,000 on a 100K account, that's 60%.
Yeah.
$200,000, that's 32%. If you go on to my funded FX, if you go on to FTMO, these bigger accounts, the guys don't shoot for the stars. It's usually the biggest you'll see is maybe 28%, and then the guys in second is like 8%, 6%. Now a 400K, maybe it's but even then on a 400K, what is that? 40? No, what is? No, on a that's almost 12. Chad, help me out here. 400K times 60, that's 10%. That's a 10% gain on a 400K account.
It's 15 actually. It is 15.
15, sorry, 15% on a 400K account. And if you go now on my Funded FX's website, Chad, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't have my laptop in front of me. But the guys that trade the 400Ks, they don't even prove 5% is a banger.
Yeah.
5%, you don't shoot, you protect that account at all costs. So my question is...
My thing is, I think what you mentioned with the leaderboard, that's spot on. Go look at any of the biggest prop firms in the industry and go look at their leaderboards and tell me if anyone's hitting those numbers.
Mo, actually, do me a favor. Quickly bring your laptop. I think we can squash that quickly. Yeah, bring your laptop.
And another thing, guys, I just wanted to say, I could be wrong. Maybe it does. It differs
Mm.
with other prop firms that I just haven't used before. So I could be wrong. But your first payout is a 30-day, and some places a 21-day. And depending even with, I know the Thunder Trade, your Royals can be a 7-day, literal, your first payout. But after that, your payouts run bi-weekly,
Yeah.
meaning you always get paid out on a Friday, and sometimes they make you even wait for the end of the bi-weekly. So your payout actually comes out on the Monday. So how did he get a payout in the middle of the week?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Mm.
They don't process it then.
Exactly.
And like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe this prop firm does. Just from what I've run, from profits I've got, from payouts I've got, I've never got that.
But again, Chad, like we said, we are not perfect. If we are wrong, we're more than happy to say it.
Yeah, we'll admit it.
Bro,
then.
we're wrong. We'll go out to the community. We'll apologize to this fellow trader and say, listen here, bro, great. We apologize. No, you can just, I'm going to put it on my lap.
Yes, this man want to go
is it
fancy.
All right, Chad, we're gonna get straight into. I just want to show you guys. So I'm not talking. I always like to back up what I say with facts and with numbers. So let's don't stress, man. I wouldn't break it.
Hey?
Quickly.
My laptop.
Yeah, quickly get the laptop.
It's there in the bag. Check the big zip.
Mo, what was the other comments?
There you go.
How do I?
Or
Jevon, get the YouTube app. I don't know why you
I can't get the app on this phone. I don't know why.
Chris, I'll get it.
Why?
get it. I just want to see the comments there.
Yeah,
We
same, I
obviously
think.
using my phone as the one camera.
Oh, Alex, shot for a little donation, brother. Really appreciate it.
Oh,
And
damn.
Molly,
Nice.
really appreciate
Okay,
it.
can
guys.
you.
can I grab your phone quickly? Sorry, and the little one just for the donors.
Shame, yeah, we don't want to miss them. I mean, thanks for that.
Ricardo Vitali. Yeah, this man is spamming the chat.
Just for those 2 donors. We really appreciate it.
Will you guys be trading NFP? No, we are not. Professional song is back for a signal, my brother. We are not. We are not trading right now. So
Recoveries. That has actually become like a thing now on the streams with the pro song coming on to get a recovery. Bro, I don't know where you're trading. Just not trade and join the streams. Like, don't always come onto the streams wanting a recovery signal. All right, Chad. Let me actually throw over there to Justin. Justin, give us a little backstory on yourself while I'm quickly going to log in here.
I was about to ask that. Yeah, we're gonna
And,
talk about
yeah,
Java.
we're
Yeah.
gonna say
How about Javazana?
the story of Jabazana and how you got into trading, brother.
How I got into trading? Damn, okay.
First, give us a little bit of a background on yourself. Let the people know who you are.
Okay, so I think that a lot of people don't know that I'm actually still in a full-time job at the moment, a proper 8 to 5. I am a full-time software developer, and then trading at the moment is just essentially a hobby. I'm not a full-time trader like most of you people think, and essentially,
Sorry, Justin. So
Yeah?
I can't go onto other websites on this.
huh?
Can I?
Which sites like that? Naughty ones.
No.
Oh,
My funded FX and stuff. Is it blocked?
oh,
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm in.
Is it in?
I'm
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. So I'm basically make time during the day to do any trades. I do spend a lot of time here at the Vault office. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie about it. Almost feels like my second job. And
He's actually invited to the year-end function. That's
yeah, can you believe it? Eh? Yes. So I've put my footprint here. So yeah, I mean, I found trading in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So I stumbled upon an Instagram post. I don't know, can I like name
Yeah, you can name
the people?
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
scammers though. Yeah. But if you name them, then you must just say they are scammers. But
Okay.
Well,
Perfect,
I mean, you
so-
know, if it's part of your journey, it's part of your journey. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I was scammed a lot of times. I'm not going to lie about it. So essentially, I stumbled upon a post that included both Mr. Darren Dix and Mr. Clint Fester standing in their golf uniforms. And I went into, I think it was Darren's profile, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was his post that I saw. Went into his profile, saw this lavish lifestyle. Then essentially went over to Clint Fester, checked that, these people are living the dream. See that he has a site. I'm not going to put the site name there. Don't go there. But so essentially I bought the course, quite pricey. And essentially bought the same course for my friend because back in the days I was quite scared about the shared login and, sharing the videos and everything like that. So, I started off with that, opened a demo account. I was like, damn, this seems very easy because I was gambling. So, and you know how the demo luck is. So, demo is life. I promise you that. And, I continued with that and then started searching for other people because I just couldn't get myself to the point of being profitable. Stumbled upon another Mr. Darren Dix thing. So it was called, I think, what is it? The Alien Trading Floor.
Alien.
Yeah, back in the days.
But it was that guy,
Sufi.
our professor.
Yeah,
like,
Sufi
I was
Shabir or
honest. He
something.
had a very cool look with the glasses and the beard, and like he looked proper. But
Yeah, look, him and Clint still best friends at the moment. I stumbled upon the Alien Trading Floor because I looked for something that actually does a type of mentorship and not just a course. And I joined their mentorship. So went through with them for some classes, everything like that. Still didn't find my profitability. And then went over to, I think after that, one of my good friends actually from Gauteng started something. I joined him. That was a total flop. I don't know why. Not going to name and shame. So then I moved over to some other people that started in Cape Town, also Moano Forex trading. Because I was looking for the supply and demand. That was like the big thing back in the day. And I was like,
Quick
this
question,
is
there was a guy, just because I also know them, and I always used to actually talk to Chris about this.
Yeah,
So it's Jody,
yeah.
and there's another guy who's like a partner with him, who was like the NASDAQ US30
Oh, Ramsdag.
Rami.
Yeah,
Rams, that's
Rams,
there.
yeah.
That-
Yeah, because
that's
they...
the guy. Always used to
did
try
he
to
call
talk to-
himself Ramsdak?
No, he
No,
call,
he's a-
yeah,
Everyone used
basically.
to call him Rams.
Yeah, Rams, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they also used the fib, turned it around, gave a certain level. I think it was 11.
Like when
Point
that's
two.
what I used to say when I started trading US30.
Mm.
That's what I learned from with like things from Rams.
Yeah.
And that's why I can never remember this guy's name though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
I actually also don't know his full name, to be honest. But actually a very nice guy. Went through with them, learned the whole supply and demand. Took me a while to kind of like grasp the concept and actually see if it's profitable. Only thing that I didn't like about that is you wait quite a long time for a proper setup. And unfortunately, I'm a scalper, so I want to be in and out of the market. So that didn't really work for me. And then they scheduled like a seminar. So I dedicated some time, took some leave, paid the bucks, go to Cape Town for the seminar. They literally gave the same nuggets that they gave in the course. So yeah, that was a waste of money. So yeah, and then essentially after that, I just watched a whole lot of YouTube videos, ICT concepts, because I was still in that smart money concept mindset. Thought that is the holy grail. Unfortunately, it's not. Sorry to disappoint a lot of the people in the chat. Sorry, Javen. And fortunately enough, Chris and them started the old Vault Markets PE thing. And actually, Kate, and I think it was you that invited me, to come chat with Chris. So came here, I told him, like, listen, I'm like an on and off switch. I'm profitable for a week, then obviously for the next week it's not. So it's not like I portray to be this millionaire forex trader, which I'm not. Chatted with him, and he told me that essentially I should have a look at his strategy. Very simple. He gave me all the indicators that he uses. He literally gave me his entire trading strategy. And I'm going to be honest, since that day, doing some little back testing on it, I am no longer fighting the pivots anymore. Reason being, as well as I actually remember this trade still. I was in a NASDAQ buy on, I think, still it was my Vault Fund account in phase 1, if I'm not mistaken. I was in that buy and I saw this thing coming to this pivot level, and I was like, now I'm going to hold it through it. did that thing not turn around at the pivot and come straight for me? I was like, nah, stop fighting the pivots. Like, that's the thing as well I want to tell a lot of people is keep your trading very simple. Once you start overcomplicated on the charts, have a lot of lines and boxes and things, you actually starting to confuse yourself, to be honest. So yeah, keep it simple. It's not needed to be like this overcomplicated thing. Because look, I almost want to say trading is easy. It's not, in a sense, trading is easy, but it's more the psychological side of it that's the difficult part. Because unfortunately, us as humans like money. We are very greedy. Understand?
Yeah.
You don't like losing money. So
I must say, sorry, just adding into that what you said there. It's actually something Jevon said to me the other day.
yeah,
And that is actually very spot on, is when you're in a trade and you see this trade's running, the minute you decide, hey, I'm going to move my TP, you've just given into greed.
yes,
Keep that TP. If you keep moving the TP,
yeah.
have your TP. That was the game plan. You
Yeah.
take your profits there.
Peace.
I don't know why, Neo. Chris, have you ever done an interview? Sorry, my brother. I don't know if you're talking about, have I done an interview?
Or like, I think it means like with you as a guest.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So I actually got invited to Top Trader SA, myself and Keegan. We ideally wanted to still do it this year. Unfortunately, I don't think, I think Keegan's going to do his one when he's down in Joburg.
Yeah, we changed to the guys that we might plan to do it now in the next 2 weeks. The thing is,
Nice.
I still said to them we were still deciding if you and me were going to do it together. So we'll just see how things play out.
Otherwise, we'll fly down next year, maybe do one maybe together on Top Trader SA. That I think that will be the first time I'll be interviewed. I've always been the interviewer when I did the Vault Trading Vault podcast. I think we did 12 guests, 12 or 13. As mentioned, the one I enjoyed the most was the one with Shaquille. I enjoyed his story. That's I think before Shaquille really blew up. I think he had like 4,000 followers at that stage. And we still talked about, I'll never forget it, like I was telling Shaquille that I've studied for almost 9 years. I finished my master's and I still want to do a doctorate. And he said his dream is to also get a doctorate. He wants to be Dr. Shaquille Samai. And that just inspired me as well to be like, flip, there's another young person here aspiring to get that doctorate next to his name. Ricardo's one I really enjoyed. Like I said, it was the first time I got into a podcast feeling like, damn, how am I gonna get this podcast alive? Because the man comes onto the podcast, sunglasses. He's like in a dark room with sunglasses. All I see is like almost maybe 300,000 rands worth of rings on his finger. And I'm like, damn, did this guy just drop out of a music video from a rap song? And I'm like, yo, how am I gonna get this? Like, it's two completely different worlds. But that was a beautiful podcast I did with Ricardo Sanos. Also a real rags to riches story that you can't believe. The first time I saw him, and it was something, they did something in PE. And I thought, yeah, look at this lifestyle salaf. They getting worse by the day. This guy literally looks like he needs to be in Miami in a rap video. And I thought, no, man. Like, now the guys are even scamming in Port Elizabeth. And then afterwards, I saw, no, this guy, he's legit. We're still gonna maybe get him on sometime. I know he chatted to you as well, so we'll
cool
check.
to have him
No, Edgar, you didn't miss the giveaway. We're gonna do that right at the end.
Oh damn.
Justin, you obviously did you're in your phase 2 now, eh? So you're not gonna trade that phase 2
No.
up until Jan.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up until Jan. Yeah.
But you have been funded with FTMO before, eh? Or
No, not FTMO. It's
Okay.
actually the first time I'm trying FTMO, to be
Okay,
honest.
but
Yeah.
but you
If
have
I'm correct, you were funded with me with my Forex fund.
Yes, my Forex fund, yeah.
for how much were you funded?
I think, okay, so I was quite stupid one day. I bought a 300K, dropped the bag on that. So, funny story, I traded that. I was down, I think, about, I'm not going to lie, 7 or 8%. So, that's basically done for it. You close to your max daily drawdown. So, well, not daily, the max drawdown. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go or blow. And I literally traded the thing back to break even. And they still had that thing. I think it was a
Reset.
Yes,
Yeah.
the 30-day.
Oh yeah,
And I got the restart on it. I was like, it's my time to shine. But because I took that trade, the go or blow, I had that same mentality and mindset going in with the resetted account. And it just went south.
Okay,
And,
so you haven't been funded like
no, I had a few 10K accounts. I used to
Okay.
just pop those
Okay.
out because it was quite cheap to buy. So it was, for me, essentially, I don't like trading personal money. So yeah.
So I was while we were, I think it was yesterday, while we were talking this thing with the fake withdrawals and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not suggesting anyone do this, so please guys. So, and I was driving and I'm thinking back in the day how the scammers used to do it. They would buy on one account, sell on the other. But it's a real account. You're maybe going to pay 2,000 Rand in commissions if you close on both sides. You only show the winning side.
Yes.
Like real account, look here, killed it, whatever, but there's the other account. Now I'm thinking that guys are going to, you go through the work, you get to let's say $100,000 accounts. Both are live. You max margin the one, buys, max margin sell the other one. You're going to lose the one account.
Yeah.
But
You're
the
gonna-
one you're gonna
The one you're going to get a massive payout.
Payout,
That's
yes.
basically going to pay for another one. You're going to get your withdrawal. You're still going to keep the one. So you only lost one. You basically guaranteed a massive payout. It's going to take you work to get 200Ks. But
Yeah.
then I'm thinking, but then again, a lot of the prop firms have a thing. Because I was thinking, I might do that next year. Get to $200,000 accounts and I wait for a big news event and I clap
Yes.
it
full
big.
margin, yeah.
Yeah.
You make it 3-4 million Rand. But here's the thing now. A lot of these prop firms have a thing in their disclaimer and within their contractual agreement where if your lot sizes are not consistent with what you did in your challenges,
Oh, damn, yeah.
they can refute your payout because then you're technically gambling.
Yeah.
Because if you, I think there was that one trade, it was also a massive story. I think he had like 200 lots open.
Just.
So who said that guy did not have two $200,000 accounts? And unfortunately, the winning side was, say, for instance, with FTMO.
Yeah.
And he made it 200 or 300% on a 200K account. You hear what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't want to give you guys ideas. I can already see the guys are salivating here.
I also thought about that, to be honest. I mean, if you have the money, right, to go buy 2 big accounts, get them both live and do that for a massive payout. I don't want to say it makes sense because then people are going to think we're encouraging this behavior. But
No, here's the thing. I always say, if you think about it, a prop account is it's an asset.
yeah.
Once it becomes live, you got your first payout. That is an asset, like protected at all costs. We talked about it, especially if you haven't been funded. Make your 1%, get your first payout, get your refund. That thing is risk-free. It takes the pressure off. I told you guys when we started the streams and I did that small funded account challenge just to show you the concepts that we teach. You can pass funding challenges. I still told Keegan it feels like you are trading a demo, but I mean, like, even if you get to the funded stage, your actual capital investment is so small.
Exactly.
Even if you pay 10,000 Rand for $100,000 account, that's basically that's not even 1% of the actual capital value that you trade. So if that thing becomes live, your actual return on investment is massive. And if you think of it in that terms, if you make 3%, you pay 10K. That is like a RR of like 300. Like,
Exactly.
where else in the
Yeah.
world will you get a return like that unless you're trading Shiba Inu? when it gets pumped.
Or the Batman
Uh,
strat, though.
So,
But it is a real thing. Like, I honestly remember when I started off trading, and like, honestly, like when I figured out what this whole bloody news thing was at NFP and CPR. Today, for example, perfect example. So what would happen is like the brokers are obviously onto you. So what we used to do was I'd open an account at one broker, an account at another broker, so that they don't have that information to back each other. And
full port.
one,
Other
1,000 rand one, 1,000 rand the other, full port. Yes, I'm gonna blow 1,000 rand, but I'm gonna make 10, 12,000 on the one.
Yeah.
So I make back the 1,000 I lost, and I'm still sitting with 11,000.
That's
10,000
actually
profit.
profit.
a Forex broker killer. That's his
Uh-huh.
modification strategy. But he says the main thing is you use the same broker, but let's not say a partner, you and Kate.
Yeah.
Kate opens an account, open
Yeah.
accounts, exact same conditions, no name that matches, no IPs, and yeah,
But
that
also-
method, it's all for 20K, just using different accounts.
But you know, and the thing is, I think a lot of people did it, and I had this story where me and a friend, we still spoke about this. We were killing news at a stage. We literally made the decision. We were like, that's it, we're gonna become news traders.
Yeah.
I trade twice a month. I trade NFP, I trade CPR. That's it.
Done.
And I was profitable. And we had literally the biggest month of our lives just doing NFP and CPR.
Yeah.
And after this, at this point in time, like, okay, my friends were like, shit, like, you guys are good at this. Like, what you guys are doing fundamentally. So, and at this point in time, it was like that CPR where a CPR comes out and it's just, boom,
Straight.
it teleports one direction, that's it. So we were like, no, loving this. Now all these friends of mine were like, no, help us. So I'm like, bro, fine. Come sit in a room. We're going to have our own little trading like room here. You guys fund your accounts. I'm going to give you the signal and we're going to sit here and we're going to take it together.
And at one time you invited everyone, you got murdered.
we get murdered. And I think the thing is, that's when this whole manipulation started. Where it wicks down, takes you out, and
And
just
then
flips
goes,
the other
yeah.
way. And I was like, damn, okay, like, better luck next time. That's cool. And this happened like 3-4 times in a row.
And you're
Every time the call is right, but there's always that wick the opposite way before it goes. And I just said, screw this shit. Like, I'm not trading.
I did the
news
same
events
thing when I
anymore.
trade fundamentals. With Exness, you can have more than one account. So with Exness, if you trade one lot, you qualify for unlimited leverage. So,
I've heard about this.
bro, look here, your margin stays zero when you enter a trade.
Really?
$10 you can hoy on that thing, ne? So then I did that on this, and then they got to a point. I think they realized it. So what they would do then is, before the news comes, they manipulate your leverage.
No, so
So
what? No. It's a normal thing. Brokers increase your margin requirement. So for that first 3 minutes, so a lot of guys, even with Volt, any other broker, that it's not unstandard practice. It is due to liquidity providers. Liquidity providers pre-news and straight after the news, they don't want that risk technique. They call it toxic flow.
Yeah.
They don't want it on their books. So what they do is they increase the margin requirement. So you, that small guy with a 2,000 Rand account that wants to pop a 5 lot, all of a sudden that margin requirement increases, and that's why you can't open the trade. But if you
Yes.
open a normal sized lot that is for that account size, you'll be able to open up the trade. So it's not to
Yeah.
do with the broker pausing. There's
Yeah.
that increase
I've
in
had that
margin
before,
requirement.
yeah.
So just for all the dude, I think today is gonna be one of those days where it's gonna trend. It's not even gonna. I've got a weird feeling.
I've said the same thing. So my thing is,
I think it's gonna be that it's gonna choose a direction.
And
It's gonna go.
yeah.
It's gonna go.
now I agree with you. If it comes out the way we want it to come out, 100%. But if we get mixed data, we are going to get that wick. And I'm warning you guys. I'm warning you.
You think that
use
wick?
Chris's 5-minute strategy for this one if you guys
Yeah.
want to do it. Because I guarantee you guys, and that's why
The
I'm
first
not giving
5
my
minutes.
signal, because I know I'm possibly going to be right with this. But that wick is going to come. It's going to blow your Oaks accounts. You guys are going to be depressed. and
It's
you're
gonna
going to
go
watch
the
us go
other
the right
side.
way.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm purely not giving a signal,
If
because
I
I have a
can-
very good feeling that wick is
If I
coming
can add on
today.
to that, so I've done some research on those wicks. if you want to get in on that, wait for 25 pip opposite. Then if it goes
yeah.
25 pips, then it
Mhm.
will go the other way because that's a range they use to stop hunt.
Yeah,
25, 50, 75, 100.
Yeah. So what I used to actually do, where Jeff said this earlier, but I was the opposite. So where you used to say you would have like a buy stop or sell stop, I would trade news with buy and sell limits. So my thing was I'd actually trade that wick.
Okay.
So what would happen is I would break it down in my lower time frames to get my key levels. So let's just say if you're in a level and the level's and market's sitting over the bar's gonna come, but it's gonna get strength off the key level. So
Yeah.
that wick will come down to the key level, enter me in the trade, and then flip.
Yeah.
But those are all just old ways. Like, guys, I don't trade like that. Don't go do any of this now. But
Chad, 100 likes, we're gonna do that. 100, not 100,000 rand giveaway. We're gonna do that $10,000 giveaway mode. Just who's phoning me?
it's
That's just a number.
Unknown number.
now. Before it was
Okay.
Frokie and I, so
Did Caitlin chat to Frokie?
I told her
I
to
don't
send her
know.
a message to say that.
I
Obviously.
hope-
Well, she's smiling
Uh,
there, so hopefully
that-
she did.
Caitlin? No, I don't
she's
know. Chad, 100 likes, we're going to do that giveaway. I think now's the time to maybe get some questions from the chat for us.
A lot of conversation.
Yeah, we missed. Sorry, man, guys. We remember, I think this is our third podcast.
Here's
Yeah.
a question from Cryptic. Question for Robbie Vessel's brother.
Yeah.
Are you working on becoming a full-time trader, or are you happy with your current setup?
No, obviously I'm
Didn't hear my
working.
question, unfortunately.
Hey? What did you shoot?
Didn't hear my question, but
Oh. So yeah, essentially I am working towards obviously becoming a full-time trader, but it's not the money aspect of it. It's more of the time freedom that I'm going for. Look, I do have a lot of time on my hands, even with my 8 to 5. I mean, I'm blessed with the job that I have. Pays good money, and like you guys seen, I mean, I've been here a lot. So, but I'm definitely aiming to become a full-time trader, just to, wake up in the morning when I
Also,
want to, and then
I also have a question for you.
yes.
I've asked everyone this in the office except for you.
Oh damn! You're gonna put
I
me on
don't
the
e- I
spot
don't
here,
even
Mr.
know where this
Jevon.
is going. I can't even remember. Not really.
But how do you deal with discipline?
What discipline in trading?
Yeah. How do you keep your mind in the sense of making the right decisions?
For me, it's actually a lot easier. Not being that forced of being a full-time trader.
But
My
we need
actual
you to
work.
produce.
Hey? Oh, het jy hom nou net gevra sy om te produce. So for me, it's a lot easier. So essentially, I do take my setups. If it doesn't work out, I can just go back and then do work. So for me, that keeps me out of the charts. I think what Keeks does, if he's at home, he essentially has the gaming aspect of it.
Yeah.
I don't game that often anymore because I do have a lot of work. So I just then tend to just close the charts, open Visual Studio, and just
So
go.
basically have something else to also occupy your mind.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
keep-
think
keep
it
you
makes it
busy.
a lot easier, yeah. But if you have a lot of free time on your hands and essentially you're taking a bad trade and you're keeping that chart open, I promise you that that greed and stuff's gonna start kicking in. You're gonna revenge trade.
We do like talk out on ICT.
Yeah.
And I always say before I can make a comment on somebody's trading or on his content, I need to honestly be very objective about it.
Yeah.
You can't come in with a subjective mind. Like be objective. See, is there value? Is there pros? Are there cons? There's always going to be cons. There's always going to be pros. Did you give it an honest, like full on go through it? You gave it a proper chance that it deserved, or would you say you only started dabbling in it and you saw that it wasn't for you or didn't produce the results that you were thinking?
So I would say I went about 50-50 in the range from obviously just jumping into it and then giving it the full thing. So look, some of the concepts do work, I'm not going to lie, but it's the thing of you wait very long because it's very high time frames that you trade.
So it's like those extreme PORs.
Yes, exactly. That's
Okay.
going for the big RRs and things like that, which is not for me.
Okay. Then obviously we discussed the pivots. We spent some time on it. I showed it to you, and you really ran with it. You gave it a little bit of your own spin. And honestly, not because I'm sitting here and you are here. As the pivots changed the game for you in terms of your own trading.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. So essentially, me scalping it. I also always had the thing in the back of my mind. I want to trade every day, right? And unfortunately, with all the strats that I've learned in the past, all the concepts, I never could get to that point because obviously with supply and demand, you need to wait. And when Chris showed me the pivots, it was like a thing of it gives you a range every single day that you can trade in. So obviously what also helps with the Asia highs and lows, it like can show you, okay, listen, it may be before, let's say on NASDAQ, NYSE, it maybe tested the Asia lows and it broke below. Then it's a thing of, okay, it went to the pivot. What can happen now? It can either turn around from the pivot or can break through and retest and go to the next one. So it gave me that opportunity of essentially, if I do want to trade, I can trade every single day. And it has set points that I can also trade from. So it makes it a lot easier, and the ranges are very small. So it's not like a thing of you're going to wait, let's say, an hour, 2 hours for it to get to a certain point. So then it's essentially just you monitoring on the 5 minutes. Okay, it's giving you an entry confirmation. I can now go with the trade. And you're not going to have ridiculous stop losses. So
Chad, I think let's go to some questions. We're 6 likes away, then we're going to do that giveaway. So any questions for either Justin, for myself, for Keegan, for Jevon? We're going to give you opportunity now to... My back is killing me. Mo, just throw the camera over to that side. I just want to quickly crack my back open here. So, Chad, hit me with those questions. Keegs, is there anything you guys specifically want to chat about while we wait for the Chad?
I think this is actually something. So it's a bit more of opposite. So myself, like, if you want to say where I started becoming successful as a trader, my success came with prop firms. But I want to know, I think Justin actually agrees with me. And it's kind of weird that we're on this side, they're on that side. I want to know from Chris and from Jev. Jev doing a prop challenge, Chris doing a prop challenge. For you guys, how is the mindset had to change, or have you had to make adaptation from trading the personal accounts to go into a prop firm?
Very interesting question. Want to go first?
Yeah. I think for me, the prop firm thing, when I started off with it, I think it was 2017. Was it 2007? It was still early days. I don't know if Curly is still on here. Weirdly enough, the first time I saw prop firms, Curly, Adrian was one of the first guys that I saw got funded, and he was talking about FTMO payouts, and I thought, no man, what is this? Who's gonna give you $100,000 to trade with, and you only paid like maybe at that stage, I think it was $300 or whatever, $300, $400. I think it was $500.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. And I thought it was a scam. And this guy was posting payouts and it's trading like 5 lots and 10 lots. And I'm like, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, I don't trust it. That's where we talk about FTMO actually bridged that trust gap for all other prop firms that launched. And I started the first one, and it's, bro, you can trade. As soon as you start that prop firm challenge, it's like you want to just get in a trade.
Yeah.
It's like you can't help yourself. And then the other thing is with the prop firm challenge, when it was still 30 days, you're now hesitating because you know when you click that first time, that clock is starting to run. You've got 30 days to make 10%.
Pressure was on those days.
And weirdly enough, the first trade I took, I think it wasn't even a bad trade. And then that clock started ticking. And now it's like, shit, I hope the market moves. That the market not going to a consolidation. Got to reset, whatever. It's like that thing, you've got 10 days left. and you like up a little bit, you're like, no, let me wait the 10 days. You
Yes.
wait the 10 days, you reset again. And
Keep going.
yeah,
I do have the questions coming.
okay, and then basically, I think I got to the funded stage. Never got a payout. I've never received one payout from a funding company. So I've always traded personal capital. I've never received one payout from a funding company. I never saw the need for it. But then when we started the streams, I told Keegan it almost adds that element of you're not so emotionally invested with the money side of it.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be emotions involved with trading, guys. There's not. We tend to fight that emotion. You just get better at like damping it down. But if you're putting 20, 30K online for a trade, there's still that little monkey on your shoulder being like, bro, that's somebody's monthly salary you're risking now on a trade.
Yeah.
Like somebody's working an entire month and you putting the chips on red here, somebody's monthly salary, and there's still that aspect of it where with a prop firm, it forces you to be disciplined. I still told Keegan, if you really want to be good at trading, pass funding challenges, and that will immediately transpose into your own trading because you've got that risk manager mindset.
Yeah.
It's not about the money, it's about managing risk. So for me, I think it's a great thing. Prop firms is really teaching you, and there's a lot of guys that can trade personal capital, but they can't trade prop firms for shit. Major difference.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I am one of those stats. So I might get, don't take it the wrong way, guys. So for instance, myself, I actually found my success in trading with synthetic indices, with the Riv. Now before that, 2018, 19, I made money, but I never made like huge amounts of money. So then COVID came, and then synthetic indices, and then that's when I made my first like 5 figures in one day, 20,000 Rand. And then from there on, just kept on trading with synthetics, made 100K in 1 month. And I've never made that on Forex, for instance. But in synthetics, I've had that. But because also with synthetics, I would trade like a $10 account, flip it to $1,000 within 2 weeks. And like that was my thing, like flipping small accounts. So then coming to a prop firm, now I have this huge amount of money I'm trading. I'm not used to that. So for instance, a good example, when I actually made my 100K with the Riv, I was like, okay, now I can trade a big account. I lost 10,000. That's the biggest loss I've had, 10,000 Rand on the trade. And I was like, no, I'm not comfortable trading such huge amounts of money. And I just keep on doing what I'm doing, and it worked for me. But now going to the prop firms, I'm being forced to like be disciplined. And I can see also, Chris said, now it forces you to become a better trader. And I've seen also how it has come onto my personal account, where I no longer also have the mindset of like, I want to flip the small account. I'm putting in more money into my accounts, risking smaller percentages, and building that discipline, you know.
I actually have a question for you on that regarding the small deposits into account and building it up. Are you more prone to full port that small account to build it up?
Oh no.
Not.
So with the Riv, the nice thing about them was the risk
No, I
reward
think-
ratios.
I think it's the mental thing. You feel
Feel okay
more
to lose that
comfortable.
little bit of
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, and
It-
not just that, also like with them, the risk was like, for instance, $10. I risked $2, and I would make $20 on the account. So like each trade would almost like double the
Bro,
account.
Ricardo Sanos does that. He
Okay.
like he puts in 8,000 Rand or 10,000 Rand. That's what he's willing to lose on his trade idea.
Yeah.
He goes max margin, like he stacks his positions, he makes a 40, 50K withdrawals. And again, it's that thing of like, that's the chips he wants to put on the table. He a trading account, but mentally that's going to fuck him up.
Yeah, and also not
Exactly,
just
yeah.
that. What I also do is, say for instance, now I deposit $20. I only move $10 to my account. I leave $10 in my wallet. Then the goal becomes double this count, move the money to your wallet. Now your initial
Okay.
deposit is back.
They lose. When you lose a lot of money.
Really?
Yep. I think we're too far from the Wi-Fi. I see it. We are actually at 1 bar.
Huh, that's interesting.
Okay.
It's like a
Um,
land port.
We're just going to quickly
I
go
think-
through the questions. Internet's obviously bugging us. Biggest obstacle in trading? Let's quickly run through that. Who wants to? I think let's select one guy because he's going to
Yeah.
feel free if you've got.
I think
just
we'll Jeff, you want to answer that?
What's the question?
Biggest
Biggest
obstacle
obstacle
in
in
trading.
trading. Maybe open up the door, Mo,
I think
That-
so we can get that Wi-Fi signal coming through.
It's got a doorway to come through now.
Yeah.
for me, my biggest obstacle was pressure. And this goes back to, okay, I feel like a lot of people can relate on this, especially if you come from a background where there wasn't money, and you become this person who must save your family. That becomes it becomes a big obstacle in the sense of you feel like you can't fail, and if you fail, you're failing entire family. So that to me, that's my biggest obstacle. I don't want to say I don't have much to live for myself, but my family, to me, that's everything. You know, I hate seeing my family struggle, and yeah. So to me, it's once you have set your goals and you are clear on that, it should take pressure off you.
Okay, another one. We're gonna.
This one for Keegan. What would you consider to be important in ensuring that one does not psychologically trip on phase 2 of evaluation accounts?
Oh damn.
Don't rush it. I'll guarantee you now that's the problem that 90% of you guys have. The minute people see phase 2, they go, oh yeah, no time limit, half the amount I had to make in phase 1. I'm going to clap
Yes.
this baby out the park. I'm going to get it done. That is the completely wrong approach you get because, again, what happens? Let's just say you even up 1%. You want to, okay, I'm doing like 4%. Let me bang this out. Now you have 1 or 2 bad trades. You quickly down 1%. Then you're down 2%. You already just put your pressure on. So the biggest thing I say to guys when you're in phase 2, forget about it going live. Treat it as if it's still phase 1. There's no time limit. There's no, because end of the day, whether you get this done now, it's still 30 days. It's another month anyway till your payout.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean the minute that's passed, it's done. So treat it as a phase 1. Don't focus on the little margin you have to make.
What was the turnaround point in your trading career? Hustle office, I think we talked about it a lot. I think if I really need to knuckle it down to one thing, it was getting comfortable in losing. As weird as that sounds. Because in my life, I've been very methodical and very aspirational in what I do. I don't like to fail. I like to put my best foot forward in everything I do. And trading just bash that. Like you do your analysis, you follow everything, you get murdered, and it's like you get so gutted, you stop trading. I remember back in the day, one loss, it's like, bro, it's like death. I go back, I analyze, I'm sad, I'm crying inside a little bit, where it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like losing is most probably the first thing you need to get comfortable with. I'm not saying making losing a habit or a mindset that I want to lose, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You basically prep your decision. You basically make your call. You open up your trade. It doesn't work out. You cut your loss quickly. You get out. We've seen it so many times. The trades that work have relatively little to no drawdown. Go back on the trade journal, you'll see maybe a 3 pip drawdown and the thing moves. And that's where I got comfortable by cutting losses short. And I would say my turning around point was not taking it personal, where the losses are part of it, and the mindset of how do I reduce my risk? How do I go from risking 30K on the trade to only losing 5K? That was the turning point for me. I think we're going to do 2 more questions, then we're going to do the giveaway. Opening the door did work because weirdly enough, the Wi-Fi signal gets blocked by this glass. All right. Mo, you can choose one more question and we're going to do the giveaway for that account.
Okay, so Tepo Muletan is asking to Keegs and Chris and Javon, how has trading overall been with the stream, like the live audience, and psychological aspect on making these trades, the impact of being reluctant or fast triggered with the audience watching?
For myself, I've enjoyed it. I've loved it. It's been refreshing. It's, you know what, it keeps me accountable for my trades. So it's a good thing to keep me as a trader, that I don't start stepping out of line, because then the community can start being like, yo, Keeks, a week of losses, like this is you need to do something. But it's been definitely a good feeling. And having that, we always talk about, it's good sometimes to have that tap on the back. So honestly, like when we can have a win, sometimes we hard on ourselves, but the community to be like, oh, well done, like great trade.
No.
It's been good. It's been nice. But I definitely think, I must say, I've maybe in a way started becoming a bit more triggered as well, because there comes that responsibility. Like as much as we say trading is it, but we know you guys full port some of our trades, things like that. And
Or
I
even
know
just
if
the
I,
idea, you're like,
Yeah.
I think this thing could go bullish, boom, buy.
so I know if I give you guys a sell, it doesn't, and let's say it's a buy and it goes the other way, and then we take that loss. Some of you guys just start going for us, those haters, and we know they're haters, but there is just those days when you have a bad day, it does edge you a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I have two more questions that I want to put out. This one is for Jeff, and then let's do this. Jeff, someone's asking, Walter Kings is asking. The other thing I wanted to know is this one is for Jeff. How do you find daily setup when trading supply and demand? Because I always look at 4 hours, 1 hour setup.
Make an appointment with him.
Yeah, making that is the best thing.
the
Like
easiest.
Yeah.
message me on Instagram.
You can't talk in the air.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to bring a whiteboard here. Mo has to put a pop-up of his chart quickly on the stream.
Okay, one more question.
And then this one is for Keeks, because a lot of people have been asking this. Keeks, your bias for today for
No.
I'm not giving you guys one. I went through it. I spoke to the chat about it. You guys all have your comments.
We've already gone through it on stream this morning. We've talked about it at the start of it.
Chris has given you guys one, Jevon, Jabba, all of them, but I'm not giving you guys an answer.
So I actually feel like we covered most of the.
Yeah, Chad, I think we're going to do the giveaway. And the way we are going to do it today is the same as every other day.
Oh damn.
We're gonna give Mo an opportunity. He hasn't done a giveaway as of yet. We don't even have music to play. We've got the horn, yeah. Jeff, you don't blow on the horn, eh? I hope you don't. Alright.
Moet ons bietjie Robbie Wessels sing.
Luister, this horn has become a staple of the stream.
Actually,
the people love the horn.
It actually started replacing Billy the Goat.
The weird thing is, like, when Keegan takes the horn, he takes it like he's gonna smoke a joint. He like holds it like a joint. I'm like Keegan, blow the horn, and it takes it like. I always think of that Elon Musk when he was with Joe Rogan and he took the joint. It's like,
What's the range?
no, you choose, my brother. But again, you need to stand in the middle there so that nobody can see you. And first put on slow mode. 108. This thing can still. This thing can still blow up. We're just gonna go to slow mode, Chad. I don't think I'm logged in, but maybe just log in there, get it on slow mode. Chad, we really appreciate all of you. We're gonna do that giveaway now. The horn is fire, but the goat, I don't know, Keeks, where's the goat, my brother? Oh, there's the goat.
Oh damn, Billy the Goat coming from the back.
So we've got the horn.
The goat is still here, guys.
I'm I think, Chris, are you logged in on this laptop?
I don't know, my brother. Oh, there's no internet there.
Because we took the
Yeah, because they took. Chad, luckily you guys can't see how it looks behind the cameras. There's like 400,000 wires. At least you don't see that. But again, we're going to do the giveaway. Okay, Mo, you're fine there. We can literally just bring the piece of paper across once you're done. Are you getting in there, my brother? Okay. Slow mode. Vault Markets, a multi-million rand company, and we still doing giveaways with a piece of paper.
We're not going paperless yet.
No, we still keeping it old school. We're keeping it rustic. Slow mode on, Mo.
Not yet.
Come on, Mo.
We close.
Okay.
No, 20 seconds, right?
Keeks, not related to FX. What is your current workout split?
I've got a bro split again at the moment.
A bro split.
Yeah.
Did I call it a bro split?
Yeah.
What's a bro split?
Where you do each muscle group individually. So you have a back day,
Okay.
shoulder
Oh,
day,
okay,
arm
okay,
day,
I see,
chest
I see,
day,
I see.
leg day.
Okay, bro, split it
So
is.
it's gonna be between 100 and 200.
Okay.
100 and 200, okay.
100 and 200. All right, we're gonna wait. I'm on Justin Vessel's laptop here, so as soon as I go start. All right, just show it there to them. Don't show everyone else.
Yeah, watch out for the camera.
Yeah. Okay, there's the number.
Okay.
Chatadonia, giveaway is live. Giveaway is live. Let's go. 100 to 200. That's the range. Can we get the numbers? All right. Chat is live. Chat is going here.
They must open the door for the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Yeah, the
damn.
Wi-Fi.
Isn't it Will Silk? Who was the first one? I don't know if my chat is like up to date though.
Will Silk, my brother.
Yeah.
Will Silk is the winner, Chad.
Wow,
136.
that was fast.
Damn, that was a quick one.
That's $10,000 Vault Funder. Show it there to the camera. Wi-Fi
Yeah.
popped a little bit here.
Wi-Fi popped a little.
I don't know if they can see it. Yeah, they can see it at 136. Will Silk, my brother. Please get in contact with me. $10,000. But Chad, that's the giveaway. We're doing one more today for this week. Then it's ultimately almost 6 accounts. This is the 5th one.
Damn.
We're going to do one more. It could have been 10.
Mm-hmm.
We needed those likes to pop up. Please make sure to subscribe, like. We're on our road now to 5K. 5K
Oh,
is the
damn.
next one. I think we're going to... You know what we're going to do? I think we're going to do another fly out. Same that we did with Akko for 1K. I think we're going to do for 5K. We're going to do another fly out.
Can you guys fly me out?
We're going to... no, we'll do a drive out for you to
Thank you so much.
Blomfontein.
Blomfontein. Oh damn! Are we going there?
We're gonna do another fly out once we get to 5K. We at 444, so that's 560. I think, Chad, let's push for next week, Friday. Let's get to 5K. Guys, any closing remarks for the chat?
Otherwise, guys, it's always been good. But I
Basically,
think the
just
biggest
produced
thing,
there for us.
we have NFP today. So again, NFP coming out very, very shortly. I'm sure a lot of people need to get ready for that now. Guys, be safe. Again, when I said, honestly, NFP is always a hard one, but just be careful and vigilant of that mixed data coming out.
Yeah, I would say if they're really like nervous to enter this, to wait for that 5 minutes. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Any closing remarks here?
And if you're on any trades, move your stop on entry or take your profit.
Oh, if they're in trades now already.
If
Yeah.
in trades already, and so don't let.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh damn! Playing with hands.
And yeah, other than that, guys, be disciplined. Remember your why. Stick to your plan and don't force anything. Don't be rushed by these social media gurus. You have your own timeline, so just do your thing.
There we go.
Yeah, Chad, I just want to thank all of you. We just want to thank you guys for all the support for the channel, for everything that you guys mean to us. We take it very seriously. We really enjoy the company. There's a lot of OGs in the chat. We've been reached guys from Australia. We've got guys from France coming on.
Damn.
Philippines. What was the other country the other day? I can't even remember. I still told the guy, no way, that we've got some people in that side of the world. Ultimately, what we're trying to do here is to build community, to become a strong community where people can come and learn. You see the ups, you see the downs. You see us on a good day, you see us on a bad day. Sometimes you'll see Keegan has got a bad day. He's not talking a lot. Some days I'm not talking a lot. Caitlin comes in. She's like, the vibes are down. Blow the horn. And we always, it's weird to say that, but we always need to be in a good headspace, not just for ourselves, but for you as well. I don't know if you've seen that. Like you almost need to sometimes psych yourself up and be like, all right, we've got our community. We need to stand strong. Some days Chad, here's the thing. We also human. We go through bad days. You maybe have a bad day at home. You've got a bad day at work. You've got maybe some psychological stuff that you're working through. So you guys see us on our best, our worst, and ultimately the support has been phenomenal. And we appreciate you guys. And Keegan, 4 o'clock, aftermath of NFP. You and Jeff.
We got it.
Just so.
You guys think it's time to land this plane?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need to.
I
I'm
think
going
we
to miss
can land.
NFP myself.
Okay, Chad, we're going to land this plane real quick here. Chad, we just want to thank you for flying with 2G's podcast, proud carrier of the opening bell. And we're just going to ask you kindly now to tighten your seat belts, not loosely fastened, but actually tighten it, as we are going to expect some heavy turbulence going into NFP. This is now not the time to fuck around and find out. Now's the time to sit back and relax. Enjoy the flight at 4 o'clock with Keegan and Jeff as they take you through some of these turbulent airs. The weather is slightly overcast with a bit of turbulence, and Keegan said he's going to try and stabilize the flight into 4 o'clock, last stream of the week. And if you are holding any bags into NFP, I really suggest that you give that to the aerostesses now that you are not carrying any bags going into NFP. Please make sure that you are locked and loaded for full port and full margin. But with that being said, we want to thank you for joining us on this flight, and we will see you guys 4 o'clock as we head out for the flight to NYSE. Peace and love, Chad.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Chad.
Watch your tune.
Picture, I like that. You see that?
What's that?
Showing over there, picture.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we can do that inside. Oh, damn. Yeah.
All right. Chad, you can end it there, mate.